Good morning, students. Let us learn about the topic trigonometry. It is nothing but the extension of trigonometry lesson that you have learned in AS level. In case if you have forgotten what you have learned in AS level, I give the link in the description. See that video, try to recollect all whatever you have learned in AS level. This is extension of that. Unless you are aware of those concepts, this will not be clear. Okay, let us start. Trigonometry means generally we talk about right angle triangles. Let me consider a right angle triangle. Right angle at B. Now, if this is the angle which is opposite to this angle, this side, that is called opposite side. And which is the side opposite to 90 degrees is called hypotenuse. Now, which side is left out? This one, the left out side is called adjacent. Am I clear so far? Now, what did you learn in AS level? Sin theta is what? Opposite by hypotenuse you have learned. Cos theta equal to what did you learn? Adjacent by hypotenuse. Tan theta equal to what did you learn? Opposite by adjacent. These three you have learned in AS level. Now in A level, what you need to learn is cosecant theta or cosec theta. Cosec theta is nothing but reciprocal of sin theta, which is 1 by sin theta. Which is, you do the reciprocal of this, you get hypotenuse by opposite. Is your cosecant theta or cosec theta. Clear so far? In the same way, secant theta, or in short we write sec theta, it's reciprocal of cos theta, which is hypotenuse by adjacent. Same way there is also a reciprocal for tan theta, which is called cot. Cot theta is nothing but reciprocal of tan theta, 1 by tan theta, which is nothing but adjacent by opposite. These three are new in A level, which you should be aware of. Next, what you learned in AS level was this identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Extension of this, if I divide each of it by sin square theta, what do I get? Here sin square theta will get cancelled, 1 plus, and one more thing, in tan theta is also can be written as sin theta by cos theta, right? In the same way, cot theta is nothing but cos theta by sin theta, reciprocal of tan theta. Am I clear? Okay, so here cos square theta by sin square theta can be written as cos theta by sin theta whole square equal to 1 by sin theta whole square. Clear? So it is nothing but 1 plus cos by sin is cot, 1 by sin is cosec. So cosecant square theta equal to 1 plus cot square theta, or cosec square theta equal to 1 plus cot square theta. This is second identity. One more thing, even that is also derived from the same basic identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Earlier we divided by sin square, this time what is the result will I get if I divide by cos square theta, each of it? So cos square theta I am dividing, this one gets cancelled, this becomes sin theta by cos theta whole square, it becomes plus 1 equal to 1 by cos theta whole square. Sin by cos is nothing but tan, so it is tan square theta plus 1 equal to 1 by cos is secant, so it is secant square theta. So this is the third identity. First one is sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. You don't need the proof, you only need to know these three. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1, secant square theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta, cosecant square theta equal to 1 plus cot square theta. You should know these three trigonometric identities. Am I clear so far? Let us look at sums now. Let us look at this sum now. You need to solve secant square x minus tan x minus 3 equal to 0 for 0 less than x less than or equal to 360. X values should lie between these two. Now, as we did in AS level, it looks like a quadratic equation, but there are two different trigonometric ratios. How can I make it into a single trigonometric ratio? By the help of identity. Secant square theta, secant square x can be written as 1 plus tan square x from the earlier identity and rest of it as it is. Next is write in quadratic equation form. Tan square x minus tan x plus 1 minus 3 is minus 2 equal to 0. Now take tan x equal to y. So what will I get? Y square minus y minus 2 equal to 0. So if I place in calculator, my y values that I get are 2 and other value is minus 1. Y is nothing but tan x equal to 2 or tan x equal to minus 1. In AS level you have learnt where all is tan positive. It's positive in first and third. To get in the first, you get it directly, tan inverse 2. To get in third, it's 180 plus tan inverse 2. Do you remember this? In case you forgot, I gave you the link in description. See AS level trigonometry, how we used to find the angles. And here it's negative. Where all is it negative? In second and fourth. Second, how do I get an angle? 180 minus tan inverse 1. And in fourth, 360 minus tan inverse 1. All silver teacups, I told in that way you can remember. Now here 180 minus, 180 plus and 360 minus. It's plus sign. I chose the quadrant. Use of my positive sign is finished. This negative sign is used to choose the quadrant. Once the quadrants are chosen, you no longer put the negative sign. So here the values that I get are 63.4 and 243.4. And over here I get 135 and 315. So these are the four values of x that satisfy the given equation. Am I clear with this sum? Now look at next sum. Secant x equal to 3, x value should lie between 0 and 360. How do I do it? Secant x can be written as 1 by cos x equal to 3. So cos x equal to 1 by 3. I did reciprocal on both sides. So now cos is positive. Where all is it positive? First and fourth. So x values is directly cos inverse 1 by 3 or else 360 minus cos inverse 1 by 3. So which are 70.5 and 289.5 are the values of x. Am I clear with this? Now next sum. Secant x equal to minus 1, x values lies between 0 and 2 pi. Whenever it's given in terms of pi, you need to place your answer in radians. So now first step is change your calculator mode from degrees to radians. So secant x equal to minus 1. Secant x is nothing but 1 by cos x equal to minus 1. So cos x equal to minus 1. Where all is cos negative? It's negative in second and third. So x equal to 180 minus cos inverse 1 or 180 plus cos inverse 1. We want in radians. So I don't put 180, I put pi. Clear? Now place these values calculator and calculator should be in radians mode. So the answer that I got is pi. Only one value I get here. Next sum is cot x equal to 2. X value you need to get between 0 to 2 pi. Again 2 pi, so your calculator should be in radians and answer should also be found out in radians. Cot can be written as 1 by tan x. So indirectly it indicates tan x equal to 1 by 2. Where all is my tan positive? first and third. So to get the angle in the first quadrant, directly tan inverse 0.5. To get angle in third, pi plus tan inverse 0.5. So the values that I get are 0.464 and other one is 3.61. Since he is asking in radians, I took pi, or else I would have taken 180. Now next one, if it is 2 cot x plus phi equal to 0 x, you should get between 0 to 2 pi. Make cot x the subject. So cot x equal to minus 5 by 2. If it is cot x or cosecant x or secant x, I cannot get the values of x. That is the reason why I am changing them into sine, cos or tan. Here tan x equal to do the reciprocal minus 2 by 5 I get. So where all is my tan negative? Tan is negative over here and here. So my x values are pi minus tan inverse 0.4 and other one is 2 pi minus tan inverse 0.4. So the values that I get are 2.76 and other one is 5.90. Am I clear so far? If directly cosecant, secant, cot x are there, you cannot get the x values. So I am changing them into sine, cos and tan. And then finding the x values using the AS level method.